A very warm good morning to all the students and parents. Today we are going to study the chapter number 9, that's when Rusty played Holi. Okay, here this whole story has been taken from the Ruskin Bonds story. Okay, so here there are two mainly you can say only one character, Rusty, who is not going to play the Holi, but their friends are forcing him to play the Holi. As you know, the Holi is a colorful festival. So we will read this one. Okay, so starting from here, Ranbir and Rusty moved around the hill and came down to the clock tower. There the spring had really been declared open. Clouds of colored dust rose in the air and spread, and jets of water, green and orange and purple, burst out everywhere. Here, when Rusty and Runby were moving toward down to the hill, the spring was open in here. As the morning was the holy morning, so everyone was playing with the holy color. That's why it's called as a spring morning. Okay, and everyone is playing with their jets of water. Here jets of water is used for the word pitchkaris. Now play with pitchkaris. So pitchkaris and colorful color with colors. Okay, children formed group. They were armed mainly with bicycles, pumps or pumps made from the bamboo stems, from which colorful water sprouted out. Here children are playing in group. They are making a group and playing Holi with their friends. They are making a plan to how to color each other and join to that group. They are playing with the pitchkaris, colorful. Most of the pitchkaris were made with the bamboo stick. Okay, a bicycle pump was directed at Rusty, and a jet of black water came flying onto his face. When Dusty was going through his bicycle, a black colored jet water. Somebody has thrown a pitchkari, flash of pitchkari on into his face. Rusty was blinded for a moment and was left in great confusion. Then he horror of children attacked him from all sides, squittering colorful liquid out from their pumps. When Rusty was Pitchkari was thrown on his face, he was blinded. Blinded means he was not able to see anything for that moment. He was very confused. Who made this? Who did this one? He was very confused. So then a group of horde, it means a group of children came and attacked him from all the sides, making him so colorful, applying colors, liquid on him. Rusty's shirt and pajamas were drenched through. They stuck to his skin. Then someone gripped the end of his shirt. The stranger tugged it until it tore and came away. Dust was thrown on the boy, on his face and body, roughly and with full force. When the group came, he was unable to identify that who was applying him color, what somebody is doing. His shirts and pajama all were torn. Everybody was forcing him to apply the color. Everybody wants to color him. Okay, so his shirts were also torn. Somebody was pulling him here and there, and he was totally colorful. Slowly his eyes cleared. He blinked and looked wildly round at the group of boys and girls who cheered and danced in front of him. His mouth seemed full of dust too, and he began to spit. Then slowly he opened his eyes, blinking and seeing that the group was full of girls and boys were happy and dancing in front of him, that they had put colored on the on Rusty. His mouth was full of dust when somebody was forcing him, and somebody put colors on into his mouth, so he was spitting to make it out. Then one by one Ranbir's friend approached Rusty gently. They rubbed dust on the boy's cheeks and embraced him. They were like colorful demons, and Rusty could not distinguish one from the other. Ranbir said, "Now you are one of us. Come," and Rusty went with him and the others. When Rusty and Ranbir's friend were approached with Rusty, when Rusty were full of color, now they were seeing that now you are one of them, so let's play Holi together, okay? Rusty was fully colorful, and they all were looking like demons. Here, the meaning of demons is the evil one, okay? Demons no one can identify because they are full of colors. His face were not couldn't be distinguished, or who is he, who is she, no one can identify because they were so colorful. "Suri is hiding," cried someone. "He has locked himself in his house and won't play Holi." Somebody from the backside told that Suri is not here, he is hiding, and he doesn't want to play Holi with us, he is in his house. "Well, he will play," said Ranbir, even if we have to break the house down." Then Ranbir said, "No, he will play with us, even if he is hiding in his house, so we'll break the house and get him colored." Suri, who dreaded Holi, had decided to spend the day in a state of siege. He had set up camp in his mother's kitchen, where there were provisions through enough for the whole day. Suri was not liking to play the Holi, so he decided to spend his whole day in his mother's kitchen, because while when you enter here, there are some provisions, there are some rules that we should not enter the kitchen like this and that. We should not make the kitchen dirty, isn't it? So he is spending his time with mother to be saved from the Ranbir and Rusty and their group. He listened to his playmates calling him from the courtyard. He ignored their invitation, jeers, and threats. The door was strong and well barricaded. He settled himself beneath the table and flipped the pages of the journal. When everybody was calling, "Suri, come out, we will have a fun, we will play in the courtyard, come." But even though the Suri was not interested in playing with them, he was being invited and forcing them, making lots of noise to come and we have a play with you. But Suri was hiding in his home under the table, and he's just flipping the pages that he's reading the journal. But the youths outside were not going to miss the pleasure of discomforting Suri. So they acquired a ladder and made their entry into the kitchen by the skylight. But the group were not agree that that the Suri will not play Holi with them. So they decided to put a ladder and get into the Suri's house with the kitchen. Suri squealed with frightened. The door was open and he was blundered out, and his spectacles were trampled. When the whole group entered through the kitchen with the help of a ladder, they found Suri, and everybody put colored on Suri. By forcefully, his spectacles were down and so trampled. "My glasses," he screamed. "You have broken them. You can't afford a dozen pairs," jeered one of the boys. When his spectacles were down, he was saying, "My spectacles were broken. Please help me." Then somebody stopped, but the from a group, a noise came. "Oh boy, you can have dozens of pairs. You are much enough for that." Somebody shouted in a loud noise. Rusty could not help pitying the frantic boy. Here Rusty was also playing with that boy Suri. He was so much dramatic and he was so much, you can say like that, not interested in playing that one. So in painful, the Suri was playing with them, and he was very much angry also. So poor boy Suri, isn't it? You shouldn't do like that. If somebody wants to play with you, then only you should play with them. By forcefully, it's not good thing, isn't it? So this one is our the story explanation when Rusty played Holi.